頭程度を貫き続ける。無期と人権が最終奥義。食らえ童貞玉。
Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the anime some people only recognize for one crazy scene.
気づきましたか。陸殿も好き者にござるな。
Number 10, Alley Fight Extraordinaire, Plastic Elder Sister. Also referred to as Plastic Neisan, this show is about a trio of geeky girls building model figures. Not that you'd be able to tell based on this hilarious fight scene. Then again, that's kind of the point. There's really no way to describe this absurd hilarity. It's just one of those slapstick routines you have to see for yourself. At least that's what most anime fans thought. They circulated this scene far and wide until people who hadn't heard of Plastic Neisan started joining in on the fun. On the bright side, if there's one scene of this show to see, this is it. Number 9, Reassurance. Akakichi no 11. Sometimes the simplest of gestures becomes the most parodied of memes. This was certainly the case with Akakichi no 11. During an innocuous scene of this underrated footy anime, a character puts a reassuring hand on his friend's shoulder. It sounds innocent enough, but years later, it became one of the most versatile reaction stills on the internet.
ありがとうよ。
Thanks to the character's extremely overlong chin, the consoling pat became a feeding ground for all kinds of coy redraws. For a while, it felt like every disappointment across the web was confronted by this guy's hand on your shoulder. It's just a shame how few people know where it comes from. Number 8, the best thing since sliced bread. Humanity has declined. Nothing says viral like a sentient slice of bread tearing its head open, right? Hey, don't ask us.
今から専門のガイドロボットがパンについて説明してくれるはずです。
はず?
When the story of humanity has declined takes our heroes to a bread factory, they get treated to a lot more blood and trauma than they expected. Out of context, it's even weirder. Which is really saying something. The clip was just bizarre enough to completely take the anime community by storm, and it's been raging in meme culture ever since. In fact, at this point, humanity has declined is pretty much only known as that weird bread show.
さあ、どうぞお召し上がりを。
いらない。
There's worse things to be known as. Number 7, Katana beats Broadsword, the Sacred Blacksmith. In what might be one of the strangest controversies to ever overshadow an anime, the Sacred Blacksmith is best remembered not for its plot, characters, or animation. No, its legacy hinges around a scene where one of the spry young leads cuts through a broadsword with a katana. If that sounds normal, you clearly weren't around when the episode aired. Both the uninitiated and blacksmith enthusiasts balked at the idea of such a thin blade slicing through a whole massive broadsword.
剣を切り裂いた。あのような剣があったとは。
At a certain point, that discussion became the show's only claim to fame altogether. For an anime with blacksmith in its name, it's almost funny that welding was both its concept and its undoing. Number 6, Crab Chaos, Sabagebu. Depending on your web surfing preferences, you may have seen a photo of a crab and a duck firing guns at busty anime girls. Why? Who knows? That would require most people to have actually seen the hidden gem, Sabagebu. Jokes aside, the rundown is that the duck is trying to save the crab from being eaten by the so-called survival game club. And of course, the only way to do that is to make a grand getaway in a helicopter. Yeah, it doesn't make much more sense with that background either. But no matter what, it's still a hilarious moment. If you're into that kind of humor, Sabagebu is definitely worth a watch.
視線を乗り越えたカモとカニ
Number 5. Anna's cookie recipe. Shimoneta, a boring place where the concept of dirty jokes doesn't exist. Heads up, do not get baking tips from Anna. Her recipe for cookies includes scandal, fanjata, and a heaping dose of love nectar, aka a very personal ingredient, if you catch our drift.
液体となって流れ出てくることに私はこれを愛の蜜と命名しました
Anime memes can come from the strangest of places, but in this case, the outpouring of reactions and parodies were totally understandable.
クッキーに混ぜ込んでみましたの
Anna's eclectic desserts are extreme no matter how you look at it, though some might say that turned out for the better. Without her intimate recipe sparking a whole wave of online engagement, Shimoneta may not have the same legacy it does today.
なんでだどうしてこうなった
That's a sweet ending in more ways than one. Number 4. One Piece is crazy good this week. Inuyashiki. Complimenting one of the most popular manga around seems pretty tame, right? Well, throw it onto an appropriate screen grab and voila! You have a photo tailor-made for weekly One Piece discussions.
もう学校行かねえの。ジャンプ買ってきたけど、読む？
The catch? This isn't an edited meme. It's an actual scene from the brilliant anime Inuyashiki.
今週ワンピやばい。泣ける。
As it turns out, Hiro is a massive One Piece fan. To really hammer it home, his neighbor is literally named after the story's author, Eiichiro Oda.
クソ漫画じゃねえし。お前読んだことあんのかよ。
It's no wonder such a timeless, fitting meme ended up sticking around longer than its own anime did. But let's just say that Hiro is a lot less wholesome than this meme would imply. Number 3. Potato Peeler. Magical Witch Puni-chan. Despite its title, viewers who tuned into this magical girl fantasy got treated to something that sounds weird to even say aloud. A potato peeling itself. Yeah, it's strange.
What's the matter?
Well, you see, I'm kind of afraid to jump in.
Shameful.
Actually, it's so strange. The incredulous scene has taken a life of its own. Rather than fading into obscurity with the rest of its anime, this potato's questionable behavior has kept people talking for years.
Nay!
He's peeling!
You must be strong, Carrot!
Those people told their friends, who then told their friends, until the scene's origins got completely lost in a sea of confused comments.
We'll be with you soon!
Those vegetables really are alive.
Though, to be fair, anyone seeking out Magical Witch Puni-chan for an explanation will be sorely disappointed anyway. Number 2. I see you're a man of culture as well. Arakawa Under the Bridge. There's remaining popular, and then there's whatever this anime did.
つうかもう銀閣寺逆に新しくね超感じ悪い
Arakawa Under the Bridge is technically about a man moving beneath an underpass to pay off a lifelong debt. But if you've been anywhere on the internet since 2017, you probably know this show better by a certain line uttered in Season 2. It took a few years for fans to discover the meme's potential, but once they did, they ran with it and never looked back.
おや、気づきましたか。陸殿も好き者にござるな。
To this day, it remains a sign of respect for anyone with like-minded opinions. Arakawa Under the Bridge may have been a flash in the pan, but this meme is one of enduring culture.
おかしいだろ髪の毛なんて一本でも入ってたら店長呼ぶレベルじゃん陸殿は
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Is this a pigeon? The brave fighter of Sun Fighbird. Anyone who thinks long-forgotten mecha anime can't be relevant again has never asked the question, Is this a pigeon? It sounds like an average inquiry, but 20 years later, that question became the meme template of the decade.
これは鳩ですか？
ハト?
Since its character is very clearly pointing at a butterfly, the head-scratching response paved the way for more memes, call-outs, and jokes than we can count.
いい若いもんがこんなところで何をしとるんだ？
はい。いい若いもんは
It spread so far, even people who've never watched anime got in on the trend. With this one legendary reaction, the brave fighter of Sun Fighbird went from a long-lost relic to a cult phenomenon. That's the power of memes for ya.
それはだな、ハトとスミレがあんまり綺麗だったもんでね。
ハトとスミレ?
Which anime do you know by one scene? Let us know in those comments below. Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.